I want my Man of Steel sequel. Hell, I need my Man of Steel sequel. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I am here to say that I want my Man of Steel sequel. I've been waiting, I've been patient. I think Man of Steel, even if you hate the film, even if you don't like what that movie did, Henry Cavill deserves the chance to show how much more he's matured as an actor, how much more he's gotten to feel comfortable in the role as Superman. He was very dark, he was very grim, he was very much in his origin state in Man of Steel, and I feel like some people don't take into account that he was growing into the hero that we eventually knew someone like Christopher Reeve to be. And I want to see it. I do. I want to see that hopeful, more optimistic, more positive version of Superman. I do think Henry Cavill is able to play. I also want to see more of his take on Clark Kent, especially the dual personality versions of Clark Kent. A little bit more of what we see at the end of Man of Steel, that very last shot at the Daily Planet. A little bit of what we saw with him in Batman vs. Superman. Also, Amy Adams. You have to get more of Amy Adams as Lois Lane. She's one of the best actresses working today, in my opinion. I think that anything that she does, she gives 110%. I think losing her as Lois Lane would be a big detriment to whatever DCEU is left. Honestly, I think there's so much more for that character to do also. And I think that having her and Clark's relationship reach that next level is very important for us to see, something that we've never quite seen with these two characters on screen before. Have them get married, have them maybe even have a child. Let's go for it. And Diane Lane, I'd very much like to see more of her as Martha Kent. Just whenever Clark needs a pick me up, whenever Clark needs somebody to lean towards or get support from, he can just fly over to Smallville. Bring in Jimmy Olsen. I know that technically Jimmy Olsen is in Batman vs. Superman at the very beginning. He gets shot in the face, and it's the Ultimate Edition where we hear him say his name. So yeah, I guess you could say it's canon. I guess you could say it's official. I'm not even saying Jimmy Olsen's the most important character in the Superman mythology, but Superman doesn't have a whole lot of memorable characters in his lore. But Jimmy Olsen is one of them. You know, he's one of those sidekick characters that can be comical, can make you feel good and warm inside. Being a human friend that Clark can maybe relate to on a certain level. I just think it's important to have a character like that. Recast Jesse Eisenberg, for God's sakes. Just recast him. I'm not advocating for recasting really anybody from Man of Steel. As you can tell, I want a lot of these same actors and actresses to come back for continuity's sake and because I think they're all good actors. Uh, Jesse Eisenberg, I think in general, in the right role, is a good actor, but as Lex Luthor, he sucked. And whether you want to chalk it up to bad writing or bad direction or just bad acting from Eisenberg, maybe not necessarily understanding the character 100%. I don't know, guys, because I'll even make a bold statement in saying that we've never seen a great Lex Luthor in film. I just think that we deserve better. I think that this character, this villain, deserves better. He's one of DC's top villains of all time. Other villains, because yes, as much as I was just advocating Lex Luthor, we've seen it. We have. We've seen Lex and Superman go at it so many times. I want to see new villains. I want to see villains that I've only been able to see in cartoons or on Smallville. Like Brainiac, that live action Brainiac on that TV show Krypton looked amazing, and even his characterization. I mean, it made me believe even more so than I already did that this character could work in live action, could work on the big screen. He would be very cinematic. He would be a formidable threat for the Man of Steel. and his deep-rooted ties to Krypton and everything that he would know about Kal-El. Metallo wouldn't be the worst villain either, given that he has that Kryptonian weapon built into him. I thought it was a missed opportunity to not have that Wally character in Batman vs. Superman. Instead of doing what they did with him, they could have had him turn into Metallo. We probably should have saved Doomsday for a much later movie, maybe the third in a trilogy of Man of Steel films or a Justice League movie. Bizarro would also be another interesting twist, simply because if you want to keep Lex there, I think having Lex create a clone of Superman and using him to do nefarious things, trying to create even more so that narrative that Superman is unstable, that he can't be trusted, that he causes destruction. You can really delve into what the public is afraid of with Superman by having a Bizarro-like character, and it also gives Henry Cavill a chance to play two different roles and stretch his chops a little bit more. And I wouldn't mind seeing Lobo in live action. That Krypton show. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people didn't see it, but I think that Lobo was very interesting. I've always had a special place in my heart for the character of Lobo. And last but not least, Hans Zimmer's score. Man, oh man, how have we not taken advantage of how epic, how thematic, how amazing that Hans Zimmer Superman score is. I love the John Williams theme. I do. How could you not? It does scream Superman once you hear it. And I get the need for wanting to bring it back like how they did for Justice League. But let's not disregard what is new. Let's not disregard something that does have meaning, does feel special once you hear it. And I think if you want to have a theme that represents a new Superman, then look no further than that Hans Zimmer score. I can give and take Zack Snyder coming back for continuity's sake and for stylistic take. Maybe Zack Snyder coming back makes a lot of sense, but I wouldn't be opposed. I wouldn't fight on a hill over the idea of Zack coming back. I'm not saying that Man of Steel needs to have Zack Snyder back. There's been talks that maybe J.J. Abrams could be interested in a Superman movie, or Matthew Vaughn, or just so many directors that I do think can do something with this role. But I either way, no matter who it is that's directing, I hope they keep Henry Cavill. I hope they keep the continuity. We do not need another reboot of Superman. We've seen it. We've done it time and time again. I don't want to start all over. I want a continuation. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Do you agree that we should get a sequel to Man of Steel? Or are you okay if we just reboot it? Do not care about Henry Cavill and all these actors that I talked about? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!